This is the official statement given by Rockstar about the physical size of the GTA 6 map. They note that the map will have other areas than just Vice City. They also call the leap from GTA 5 to GTA 6 the biggest and most immersive evolution in the GTA series. They practically state that we will have more advancement than we had in between GTA Vice City and GTA San Andreas. GTA Vice City and GTA 5 both only have one large city, and San Andreas had 3 large cities. From the statement we can conclude that GTA 6 will have at least 2 major cities, if not 3 or more, and we have small bits of proof that the second large city is going to be based on Tampa and other Gulf Coast cities of Florida. My name is Saukko, and I'm a part of the GTA 6 community mapping project. I'll be mostly presenting discoveries made by people there, because I'm a scummy content stealing rat. Let's begin with Port Gellhorn. The 2022 T-Bot League showed us where the city will be in relation to Vice City. In-game, Port Gellhorn is located in the place of Fort Myers. However, there's no proof of Fort Myers existing in the game, because it's a boring suburban hell. Instead, most of the buildings seen in the league can be found from Panama City, Florida, and a few of the trailer 1 scenes take place in Port Gellhorn. Unfortunately, I cannot show any of the real leagues on YouTube, but I can show some of the buildings in real life, and I can compare the few we saw in the trailer in Port Gellhorn. The part of Port Gellhorn we have seen in the leaks and the trailer is run down and seems to represent outskirts of a larger city. Even though almost everything we've seen about Port Gellhorn is from Panama City, we don't think that Port Gellhorn is completely based on Panama City. Panama City is too small and uneventful in the scale of Florida. It even has a population of only 35,000. We've also seen buildings from all around Panama City placed in a very small area, which again leads us to believe that Panama City is only a small part of Port Gellhorn. If we look at the map, we can see that the buildings from Panama City are on the south side of the Port Gellhorn Bay. This area here also has buildings, but the leak where we see the area is low quality, so we cannot identify any buildings or roads there, but the area probably has buildings from Panama City too. But, as I said, Port Gellhorn is an amalgamation of several different cities. The most significant feature that we've seen in Port Gellhorn but isn't from Panama City is the Sebring racetrack, which is famous for the 12 hours of Sebring endurance race. We can also see the Gainesville Raceway, a drag strip which has been placed right next to the Sebring Raceway. Both of these have been brought to the west coast from central Florida, most likely because the west coast has most space for them. Next, a slightly weird one. This building is the Slot Construction Company. It's located here by Hank's Waffles, which is one of the most famous buildings from the leaks. It took ages for the people on the Discord server to find this building, but after a long search, the user Kindly Space found the building from South Miami Heights, which is far away from anything on the west coast of Panama City. I nor anyone else have any idea why these are in Port Gellhorn, but Rockstar probably has some kind of reason to move a building across the entire state. And then the most important buildings that are not from Panama City, which are the buildings from Tampa. We have only seen these buildings in the leaks, and Rockstar kept them well hidden for the trailer. The most significant structure of these is the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. In real life, it crosses the Tampa Bay, connecting the southern suburbs to St. Petersburg. In the game, the bridge is called the Pocamar Bridge, which we can see from a road sign in the leaks. We can only see one of the poles and the wires connecting to it in the leaks. Even though we can see only a small part of it and it's low quality, we can be 100% sure it's the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. And on the map, it's here. The location does not completely correspond to where the bridge is in real life, but it's close enough. Then, also from Tampa, there are some buildings from the Tampa port, such as the port cranes, this big dry dock, and some smaller buildings. We might be completely wrong with this, because for example, in the leaks, the cranes were about 20 pixels total, so the things we see might just be schizophrenia induced. The port layout does not represent real life and seems to be flipped in some kind of way. And the port itself is placed on opposite side of the Sunshine Skyway Bridge, compared to real life. Those are the only physical structures from Tampa. But they indicate that Port Gellhorn is going to be much bigger of a city than just Panama City, because a small city would not have such a large bridge or such a large port. But the buildings are not the only pieces of proof we have of Tampa. The user, long time, my beloved, discovered an area code from one of the leaks. The area code is on a poster in a window of a gas station, and the gas station is located here. There's no area code 942 in the US, but there's an area code 941, and it's located just below Tampa, south of the bay. If the area were to be based mostly on Panama City, the area code would be based on one from Panama City. The redneck mudbug which we saw in the trailer is also within this area code. I personally feel that this is the most significant proof we have of Tampa. It's incredible to think that just a few pixels that form 3 numbers is the reason why such a large part of the game is revealed to us earlier than supposed. And I'm sure that there still is dozens of details in the leaks that we are yet to discover, which could reveal even bigger things about the game before it releases next year. In the leaks, there was a list of over 1300 random events. Of those, about 150 include the letter combination PG or the word Port Gellhorn in their name. Just the immense amount of events suggests to us that we haven't seen everything about Port Gellhorn. Most interesting event about Port Gellhorn is this one, because it mentions a train station, which Panama City nor many other of US cities doesn't have, but Tampa does have one. And there's a direct passenger rail connection all the way to Miami from Tampa. And as we saw in the leaks, we will have passenger trains and subways in GTA 6. Tampa is also a regional addition to the game because it's the second largest city in Florida. It has an interesting downtown and widespread diverse suburbs. Also, the University of Florida is located in Tampa, which we might have gotten a hint from the poster I showed earlier. The city provides great contrast to the bright neon lights of Vice City, and its gang activity and industrial nature of the city will provide great missions and stories. The high-rises of Tampa have also stayed well hidden because of the hills around Port Gellhorn. Rockstar is using the hills to split them up into smaller parts and use them to hide other areas, which will make the map feel much bigger. Even though the hills are visible only for a few frames in the trailer, they can be seen from all around the map in the leaks. And just the fact that there are any hills in Leonida would suggest that parts of Georgia will be in the game. But whatever happens, even if I'm completely wrong about everything in this video, I'm sure Rockstar will deliver a great experience. Holy hell, getting to 8 minutes is hard. But anyways, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the video, and leave a comment if you have something to say. Goodbye, and see you next time.